Hi there. My name is Clay Walker. I'm the professor for this class, English 3010, online for winter 2018. In this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about the course and just really focus on helping you understand how Slack works and where things are. Maybe a little, take a little bit of getting used to, but once you get used to Slack, it's a pretty convenient platform for us to do our work. And I really encourage you, as I said in my message, to add it to your mobile device, to your phone, if you can. And that's good if you just need to send a quick update or something to me. It's easy to get a hold of me. So I'll talk about that in a minute, though, how to contact me through Slack. First, I just want to walk through the channels. On the left sidebar, there's a bunch of channels here. You won't see all of them. You'll see course announcements, you'll see course documents, course grades, course questions, general. And then you'll see one group, because you're in one group, depending on what section you're in. For each section, I've split the class up into 3 random groups, and you'll be working with these people throughout the semester to do the discussion posts, and etc. Then there's a channel for each project. Each of those, we'll talk about those in a minute, I guess. And then that's all you'll see. Below the channels is a spot for direct messages. This is a place where you can just write something like, it looks like Bilal Hamoud is on right now, so I could click on Bilal's. Oh, look, he wrote me a message. And that's why his name's highlighted, actually. And so here, he's got his message. And what, I could do is click on someone's name. And, like, I can write, hello, Alexis, welcome to the course. Okay, and then she'll get that message from me. So I'll just click it, and then it's like a instant message sort of thing. But with your phone, if you have the app set on your phone, you can get notifications that someone's messaging you, including me. So when you get a message from someone, it's going to be kind of highlighted, like Bilal's name is, like Sharma's name is, okay? So if you ever want to talk to me, just click on my name, write me a message, and that's probably the best way to contact me. My email often gets overfull every day. I get a lot of email from around campus, and I find that for my online classes, if you need to talk to me about something in the class, messaging me is very convenient. Plus, you can do other things, like you can tag. Like I can tag, if I hit the hashtag here, and maybe you have a question about project 1, you can tag that just by hitting hashtag and selecting whichever channel it is you want to talk about. You could also message me, and maybe if you're working in a group and two of you want to message me, you can send a message by clicking on this plus here next to direct messages, and you can click all the people you want to talk to at once. You can also talk to each other that way. Okay. Course announcements, just for a little more detail, is the place where I'll post information about the course. Like I have this introductory post here, and I'll post the video that I'm recording now in course announcements, and it's a place where I'll post stuff regularly every week. Course documents, this is where you can find the syllabus. I'm going to scroll up. You can find the syllabus. You can find the course schedule. You can also find the readings that are assigned, which are not in the textbook. The textbook for the class is the Wadsworth Guide, and I'm pretty sure this is the most current edition. So the Wadsworth Guide. You can get that at the bookstore. Okay, so all that stuff is in here. Then we've got course grades. There's nothing in there right now, but later on in the semester, once we get to it, I will I'll put up a spreadsheet where you can access your grade using your banner ID. And then course questions. So like I say here, if you have any questions about the course that are general, you can put them up there and anybody can answer those questions. It's a useful place to just be able to ask a general question. If you want to talk to me privately, then you should send me a direct message, which I just explained how to do, going on direct messages and clicking my name. Okay, so now each group, here's one group, and you've got a working group, and this group is a place where you'll be doing your posts every week. And this is where you'll be having the conversations about the readings. The project channels, there's one for each project, and each project channel has the assignment description. And then once we're working on the project, I'll post more information about each project, like sample assignments, stuff like that. The random channel and the general channel, they're there. You can do whatever you want with them. Let's look at the syllabus. The syllabus is in course documents, and you can access course documents by clicking on the channel here. It's up at the top. It's also pinned. So if you go in your course documents channel, come up and click on this channel details I button, you can see pinned items. There's 2 pinned items in here. One's the schedule, one's the syllabus. Let's look at the syllabus. It's a Google Doc. So I'm just going to walk through a few parts of the syllabus and just talk about the class in general. So this class, I'm going to make this a little bit bigger for the screen. Let's see. All right. This class is English 3010, Intermediate Writing. The prereq for this course is English 1020, which you may have transferred in. There's the description of the course here, which I encourage you to read. I'm going to focus on one paragraph, the last paragraph of this section, Department of English description. This course is an online-only section, which means we will not have regular face-to-face meetings in a Wayne State University classroom. However, that does not mean that this course requires less time and effort on your part. Most people tend to think that if it's an online course, they don't have to do as much work. On the contrary, your success will largely depend on your ability to motivate yourself and keep a disciplined approach to meeting our regular weekly requirements. That's really key, being self-motivated and staying on the schedule. This course will use the communication platform Slack to facilitate all course activities. Slack is a free downloadable app that works on both computers and mobile devices. You will receive an invitation to join the course Slack channels from me via email, and I've already sent that out, I believe, to you. I will post all course materials in Slack, and you'll be expected to submit all assignments and drafts to me via Slack and designated channels. Grades will be posted on a spreadsheet in Slack, and you will have to use your student banner ID to access those grades. Really the key for success in online class, I can't emphasize enough, is like you sort of being motivated, keeping up with the coursework. There are deadlines each week. Even we don't have class meetings, but there are deadlines you have to meet during the week, and we'll talk about those. The learning outcomes, you can read these: reading, writing, research, reflection. Basically, what I want to talk about here is the goal for this course is to sort of bridge you from first year writing, which is 1020, English 1020, to your major, and preparing you for that kind of more rigorous writing you'll be doing in your field, whatever it is. So we'll be focusing on ideas of genre. A genre is basically a type of text that is used in a social situation to enable people to work together. You will have to do primary research in this class. You focus on secondary research in English 1020. In this class, we'll be introducing primary research as well as secondary research to produce an extended research project that's relevant to your discipline or your profession. So basically, you're going to be going out and looking at what kinds of writing are used in the field that you want to join. A lot of people in this class tend to be in some sort of medical field or nursing or pharmacy or pre-med. And so students, often a lot of my students do in English 3010 is they'll maybe go observe a nurse or something and see what kind of genres nurses use on a regular basis. The goal is to try to understand writing and how people use writing in these professional fields that you want to go into. Sort of introduce to you that idea that, there's a lot of different types of writing besides college essays. And understanding how those work will help you to be more successful as you sort of meet your goals for your college career here at Wayne State and your career goals after you leave the university. Assignments, you can read this in more detail, but we're going to be writing a lot. You got to write at least 32 pages in English 3010. We've got 5 major projects: the literature review, a research proposal, a field-based research genre analysis, online resource guide presentation, and a reflective letter. I'll talk about these in more detail as we get to them, and you can actually see the assignment descriptions in their channels in Slack. Project format and description and submission. So this is important. You should be typed double-spaced using 12-point Times New Roman font with 1-inch margins. You should use your disciplinary formats for citations. You must submit all your assignments electronically as Google Docs through Slack, and we'll talk about this when it comes time to submitting drafts of the major projects. And make sure you insert page numbers and the right-hand corner of your assignments, because some of these will be pretty long. There's information on grading here, so we want to look at this. This class is going to use a grade contract. So basically, here's what you have to do at a minimum to get a B. You've got to earn a check or a plus on at least 11 of the 14 weeks in the semester when we'll be doing discussion posts. You have to submit all drafts for major projects on time, and you have to participate in giving thoughtful peer feedback during assigned peer response activities, attend at least one individual or group conference with me, communicate responsibly, professionally, and respectfully in email and other online correspondence with instructor and classmates, complete all major assignments, meeting minimum requirements for each assignment, submit invention portfolios and or reflective cover letters for each project and shows all your process work in one place. If students meet all the criteria in the grade contract, they'll earn a B. You can earn higher than a B by submitting final drafts of major projects that earn an average of grade higher than B. So if you do well on your major projects, that's going to push you up into the A area. If you may earn lower than a B though if you fail to complete major projects or homework assignments or participate in peer response sessions, etc. So really the difference to move from a B to an A is doing well on the major projects. If you just sort of do everything okay, you're going to get a B. Attendance policy, so it's an online course, but attendance is still required. And attendance, so it doesn't mean showing up in a classroom at a specific time, but rather attendance is about participating in the in-class activities. So for the purpose of this course, if you go any 7-day period without participating in course activities, then I'm going to count that as an absence. Once you accumulate 4 absences, you may be failed from the classes. So you've got 3 absences, 3 weeks, I guess. If you don't participate, fine. If you get to a 4th, you're going to fail. There's information about plagiarism here. Don't plagiarize. Make sure the work you submit is your own. Other course policies, I'll try to reply to emails within 48 hours. Definitely be mindful of your words online. Late work will not be commented on, but it will be graded with a penalty corresponding to how late the submission is. I may save copies of your work for future semesters, and if I do save your work, it'll be anonymously, that is without your name. Please let me know if you don't want me to save copies of your work in writing. I will share copies of your work this semester with other students in the course, and that will be to demonstrate important concepts and skills related to writing. You're expected to participate in writing conferences with your peers. You're expected to meet with me at least once over the course of the semester. I generally don't provide incompletes. There's an important list of dates here that relate to the semester. Check that out. There's information about the writing zone, and there's also information in here about student disability services. Okay, that's the syllabus. You should read it. in more depth. Also, let's go to the schedule real quick. I'm not going to talk about that in much detail now, but I want to talk about a couple things. So, generally, each week, this is week 1 right now. Generally, each week, we're going to have a couple of different deadlines, a Wednesday and a Friday. So for this week, Wednesday, you're supposed to read out of the Wadsworth Guide, and you're supposed to do a primary discussion post and 2 secondary posts. So here's how, whenever you have a reading, this is going to happen. You're going to have to do a primary post and 2 secondary posts. I'll give you a prompt for the primary post in your working group. And then you have to, what I would like you to do is to do the reading and post your primary post by the day that is due. And then I would like you to complete the 2 secondary posts within a couple days. So, for example, if there's a Wednesday deadline, you should post your primary post by Wednesday, and then by Friday, you should respond. So the secondary posts are going to be open-ended. Basically, I'd like you to read what other people have to say and have a conversation. Write 2 posts where you're having a conversation. You're saying something to each other that's thoughtful. So for this week, I'm not going to be firm on the deadline, the Wednesday deadline. I'm going to give you all week to finish both Wednesday and Friday's assignments because it's a chaotic week. People just sort of will come in at different stages. So by the end of the week, by Sunday, I'd like to see everyone have all of their primary posts, all their secondary posts up. Try to meet the deadline for this week. Next week, I will start enforcing. So in order to get credit for participation next week, you'll have to meet the deadline by Wednesday and the deadline by Friday. I'll post more information about this in announcements, probably today or tomorrow. So it'll be separate. Okay, back to Slack. Anything else that I want to cover right now? No, I don't think so. Okay, so this was just kind of an overview of the course and the syllabus and the schedule. Please let me know if you have questions. Post them in course questions here if you like, or send me a direct message by either clicking on my name or clicking on the plus next to direct messages. All right, I look forward to this semester. This is a great class. People often learn a lot more than they expect they will about the writing that's going to matter to them in their career. So I hope you do too. Until then, stay warm, and we'll talk to you soon.